Hi, I'm Raghu and welcome back to another session in the series of programming a Raspberry Pi Pico using Python. An infrared sensor emits and detects infrared radiation to sense its surroundings. The basic concept of an infrared sensor, which is used as an obstacle detector, is to first transmit an infrared signal. When there is an obstacle, this infrared signal bounces from the surface of an object and the signal is received at the infrared receiver. Based on the strength of the received signal, we can classify whether an obstacle is present or not. I'll be using an IR sensor module which has an IR transmitter and a receiver next to each other. The IR receiver can receive a reflected infrared light. Thus, when the sensor receives light back from the transmitter, we know that there was an obstacle which reflected the light back. The IR sensor module has 3 pins. The IR sensor module's data pin is set to low if an obstacle is detected. It's set to high if an obstacle is not detected. Let's now connect an IR sensor to the Raspberry Pi Pico. If you're using the Y0 IoT board for Pico, then locate the RMC connector marked as IR. Plug in a 3-pin RMC wire into the IR connector. On the IR sensor, if you have a 3-pin RMC connector, then plug in the other side of the wire into that connector. On the IR sensor, if you have a regular 3-pin male header connector, then insert the second side such that the red wire goes to VCC. If you don't have a Y0 IoT board and would like to connect the Pico directly to the IR sensor, then connect GPIO 7 of the Pico to the out pin of IR sensor module. Let's go ahead and write code required to get the IR sensor to work. As usual, we first import the pin class from the machine module and define a variable for the onboard LED. Then we create a variable for the IR sensor which is connected to GPIO 7. From this point on, in the code, there are 3 new Python keywords that we see. A. Def something. B. IRQ method. And C. Pass keyword. I will have a detailed explanation about functions and IRQ after describing this code and executing it. For now, let's have a quick overview. Def is the keyword to define a function. A function is a set of instructions grouped together that perform a well-defined task. In this case, the function IR handler just turns on or turns off the onboard LED depending on whether the state of the GPIO pin connected to the IR sensor is low or high. MicroPython supports interrupt handling using the IRQ method. IRQ stands for interrupt request. As I said, I will explain in detail about IRQ later on. For now, just know this much. An IRQ asks the processor to stop executing the current task and handle another task. Which task? That's the one which will be passing as the handler parameter. The second parameter to the IRQ method says rising or falling. This means that the IRQ handler should be called in both these cases, when the IR sensor changes its state from low to high and when it changes from high to low. In the forever loop, we just have one statement, which is the pass keyword. When the Python interpreter sees this pass statement, it just does nothing. We handle the event of obstacles in the IR handler using an IRQ. The IRQ handler method is automatically called when an obstacle is detected. Therefore, there is nothing that needs to be done in the forever loop. Now, 2 questions that probably comes to your mind. 1. If the pass keyword does nothing at all, then why do you need it? After a while block or any other block for that matter, if there are no statements, then, well, I'll leave that part out to you. Just remove the pass statement but keep the while true statement and see what happens. Do we need the while true block at all? Actually, no. Because we've set up an interrupt handler, there is no need for the while true block at all. After all variables have been defined and the IRQ handler has been set up, the processor doesn't do anything. It just stays idle. But that doesn't mean it is completely dead. It will still handle any hardware interrupts. So try it out. When you run the code, remove the while block entirely and run the code. Now that we completed the wiring and writing code, let's see how it works. Click the stop icon in Thonny to first stop all code that's already running. Now click on the run icon. Hold your hand in front of the IR sensor module. You should see that the Pico's onboard LED lights up. Remove your hand and the LED goes off. So that's great, we got this to work. Hope you enjoyed this session and have got a good understanding of the concepts that we learned here. So let's move on to the next session in this series of programming a Raspberry Pi Pico using Python. So see you soon.